Go, 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 go. Hi, sweetie pies. It's a sleepy Friday morning. There's not much going on today except look at my hat. You can see my hat right here. I'm wearing a hat. Let's actually turn the volume back up. There we go. And look at my hat. It's round and white and adorable. I love it. Oh, okay. Hi, gal. Good morning, sweetie pies. Ooh, it's a nice sleepy Friday morning, and I'm in a fountain. I decided, hey, what if I just woke up in a fountain? So I decided, let's wake up in a fountain, you know? It's a good place to do it. It's a good location, it's a good place. It's soft and watery and uh wet. You know, the good stuff, right? So, yeah. Gal, good morning, Sweetie Pies. It's good to be. It's good to see. It's good to see you. I'm a little sleepy, but it's okay. Cause guess what? We're gonna continue trying to get our way to heavensward. Cause we are still on our way to doing it. What the heck's happening here? Last time on Final Fantasy 14 story, the poor people were not happy at Ul'dah because they're being looked down. Well, not that. What's happening? They're rioting because class disparity, which is totally not chill, right? So they're rioting, and we're trying to and we were gonna try and help take in a couple of those couple people displaced at the what's that place called? Mordona, where the scions are. But guess what? We don't have space for it, and now we're in this really weird predicament of, well, we already helped some other people that were displaced. Do we how we can't but we can't help people locally here? Oh gosh, it's a big uh-oh scenario. So now we must figure out what to do. Now we must go talk to these two, Amal Burga and Leofric. Leofric. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well then, you've come to the right place. Oh, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Hmm. Outsiders, outsiders have trouble understanding that. Like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say it was sad to see him go. Ooh. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take this means that someone's read my report. Refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return. I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest of what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He'll explain everything. Zazawaka. Zazawaka. There's something kind of fun about saying that name. Zazawaka. Zazawaka. Kind of a fun name to say. Zazawaka. Don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon. You're not a flame. I see. If Leofric, if Leofric bid you speak to me, then I take you of great to help. 12s be praised at for that, because we have a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under a fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruined class to account and taking that which is owed. A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words now that one of our dealers has returned. However, the madness of the merchant's plan is pain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you'll understand why. Even now, he babbles incoherently, so traumatized by the bloodshed he witnessed. I can make little sense of the words by the fact he was not alone in surviving. Yet, I have no doubt that the merchant will lead through to the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Oh. August! August! Cute dragon spotted. Oh, well, you know what? I may be cute dragon. But you know what's also cuter? August is an absolute sweetie pie. August, you're a sweetie pie, and I love you. It's good to see you. Why is there a bird right here? Just on that rock. Okay. But yes, hi August. It's good to see you, you absolute sweetie pie. Let's talk to this terrified refugee. What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Well, why didn't you run away from me? We could escape together. Then you'd be here with me, but here to soothe me. Why would you have to stay and leave me alone? Slash soothe. How dare I? Well, August. You're a sweetie pie gal. Alright. Well, who are you? What do you want? It's true. I followed the merchant and may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. And when we asked how, we received a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others are so excited. He split us into 2 groups and sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with the others, but then they started arguing, and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting. And the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... oh gods, the other group, they're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Uh-oh. That is not good. That is very not good. That is super not good. Sure, this one. Let's take a look at that new ring we got. We've been getting lots of rings lately. Was it a ring? I forgot. Was it a ring? I think it was a ring. Gloam ring. 18 strength, 13 determination, 21 vitality, 13 direct hit rate. Ooh. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. Gal. 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 Gal, gal. Hi, Patty. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Patty. Ba 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 ba. How are you doing, Patty? It's good to see you. Ba 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 ba. The terrified refugee would have you find his brethren to convince him to lay down their arms. You're doing good. That's good to hear, Patty. I'm so good to see you. It's so good to see you. It's always good when watching your streams. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, we're here just doing some nice, cozy Final Fantasy 14. You know, just Friday Final Fantasy, you know. Alright. Let's just talk to this terrified refugee and figure out why we're being massacred. The other refugees are hiding in the cave south of Lost Hope, but to reproach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and then try to kill us than listen to reason. Why? The twins might even design the deed themselves. On all A pox of bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only he had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, and that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality, that's it! Challenge the twins to combat, and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Mayhap, then, they will agree to lay down their arms, or renounce the plot. Alright, cool, we get to go find more refugees. Tell them to please stop, because they're gonna die. Ba 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 ba. Where are we going? We're going... Cool, I'm gonna ride my bird. Do 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 do. Do 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 ba 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 ba. Oh, I went too high. You know what the kind of shame is? Overworld music doesn't play enough, you know? It needs more like it only plays in specific areas, so it's like I wanna listen to more of the music. Let's see here. Cave. The Clutch. Desperate refugee. Hi there. 7 Hex! They found us! Everyone, grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point! So, so that's your game, is it? Ha ha ha, sorry to disappoint ye, lass, but more than willing to kill ourselves! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They have chosen death. I feel bad for them, because I don't want to kill them. You should have never come here, says Rando. Ba 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 ba, pokey poke poke. And... is that it? They just keep coming. They just haven't decided when to give up. To be fair, this is all a misunderstanding, because they just like jumping to conclusions. It's like they're deciding that, you know, attacking is better than just... attack first, ask questions later. Speak with the desperate refugee. You beat him like it was nothing. Thal Almighty, what are we gonna do now? Okay. We massacred refugees. Instead of letting Huldah do it, we did it ourselves. Yay. Great. That was fun. La 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 la. Talk to this terrified refugee. You've returned! Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better than a handful of them taking a beating from you than get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant say? What did the merchant have to say when it was over? It said nothing. Huh? But where else could he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. Alright, we're gonna go find... I'll take this ring. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing stopping them from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of a futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure until it ends? Find him. Convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. That sounds like the beginning of a dad joke. What did the merchant say at the end? That's a good question. I don't... See, I'm not good at dad jokes. Because I'm not a dad. So, they don't apply to me. Where am I going, actually? Oh, okay, over here. I know some bad jokes from Google. From like the Google Home. You ask it to tell you a joke and it's like, what's a frog's favorite type of shoes? Open-toed. It's like, oh, it's adorable. What's another silly joke? What's another silly joke? I don't know. I can't think of other silly joke at the moment. Yeah. 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 Oh no. She cried. Sniffle. Have you seen my parents? I say things and say no. I basically say no. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the man from Ul'dah. The man said they were gonna change everything, make it so we can live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. I should adopt. I want to adopt you. Hey, miss, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for the merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... Footsteps. Wait, look, over there. I think that's him. Well now, which these gullible fools will be my next victim? He sees Minra, and he's like, oh shoot, I messed up. I... Uh-oh. He's getting away. Go get him, miss. Do. Time to go give chase. It's like, oh no, I messed up because Minra is here. I know Minra. She's well known around Eorzea. She in fact stop bad people from doing bad things. And that means I'm a bad person. And I'm doing bad things. Trying to bail on this train looks like it's not even working. You can't even get anywhere because the train's not working. Well, you again? Well, why are you pursuing me? I tell them that you're sus. Sedition, treason, revolution. That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. I mentioned that you're still sus. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Fame. You have no right to detain me. I give him the stare. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do those things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a Keykerns arse about politics. It was business. Only business. It's just business. Lord business. Should... The stare. I stare again. I can see through his lies. Oh, look at that sussy. That sussy baka. We both know we both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I shall tell you everything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He got assassinated. What's all this commotion? 7 hex. Tell the others, spread out, search the area. The killer might be close. Potatoes. Potatoes. Dragon. Alright, so that guy got yeeted. Yeah. Great. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about the relationship with the victim. He was, as well as the events leading up to his death. OMG, I can't take him seriously. They look like children about the trick-or-treat. They kind of do. So, the Lalafell in Final Fantasy XIV, they're just like... Let me show you. Like, the Lalafell in Final Fantasy XIV, they are... I'm trying to get a good image. Oh, image, a new tab. This is a good representation of a Lalafell. A potato. They're like small, very potato-y, and they're cute. You could just want to pet their faces, their potato-y faces. Because they're small potatoes. They're good when chopped up and fried. No! Don't eat them! Do not eat them, Patty. I will, I can't stop you because, computers prevent me. But don't eat these potatoes. These potatoes are good potatoes. They're very good potatoes. They're nice, and they're kind, and they're sweet. And they're potato. That's what happens when you compare anything to potatoes. I mean, potatoes are yummy. Potatoes are yummy. Yeah. Potatoes are yummy. This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we can owe to his murder a debt of gratitude. In any case, it's obvious you're not the one whom we seek. You may carry out your investigation, Scion. It feels good to be popular. Everyone knows that I'm part of the Scions. It'll be like, yo, who are you? Oh wait, shoot, it's like, wait a minute, no, that's Minra. You know, the one who, you know, saved us all. And everything. They're like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like, oh my gosh, you're right. That is the Minra. I won't fry them, mash them. No, don't do that to the potato. They're small and adorable. They're small and adorable. Don't do that to the potatoes. La 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 la. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Alright, time to talk to Swift. Phil Swift. With Flexio. What's news, Minra? What news, Minra? Where's the merchant? He got yeeted because he's a sussy baka. He got yeeted by another sussy baka. Murdered? Dang it to the second hex. He was not simply murdered, Minra. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Let's see here. 13, 16, 15, 11. This one. Revolution. Swift has a message for you from General Raubon. The Flame General left word that you were to proceed to Fragment Chamber as soon. You were to proceed to the Fragment Chamber as soon as you return. He wishes you to discuss the recent discoveries, as well as the results of our investigation. Master Alphinaud has already been informed, and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the royal promenade with all haste, and speak with Bartholomew. Blah 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 blah. I can't say that name. Bartholomew. There we go. We get to go to the royal promenade. To the place where we get to go talk to potatoes. Ba ba ba. La 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 la. Ethernet. Where is it? Chamber of Rule. Na 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 na. All right. Oh, cutie. This game has a lot of cuties in it. Oh, cutie. Look at that bunny. Hi, bunny. You're cute. We have been expecting you, madame. Please proceed inside. Time to go inside. Another necklace? Take the cash, no. This one, I guess.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room. The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Aladeji.
Teleji Adeleji.
That's such a cute name. I like it.
In favor of the Doman's cause.
Interesting.
And has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Because he's a sussy baka.
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Interesting.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
These orange pylons are kind of cool looking.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagan ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
You know he's evil. He has a goatee.
Independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
He has that very evil-looking goatee.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Omega.
Pardon?
An Alagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Alagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself.
Okay.
If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
He would have a they would have a god-killing machine.
Like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Ul'dah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Interesting. Things are happening. Things are very big happening. We have a god-killing machine that exists now. So that's fun. Recent revelations weigh heavily on Alphanon's mind. Alright. Alright, there we go. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that was all chaos was a product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. You are, of course, the Scion best suited for the task. Private Starlight, do take a moment to visit the Adder's Nest and make inquiries at the earliest available opportunity. Cool. Begone, whelp! This is no place for children, says one rando. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What are you doing? Why are you being rude to this child? I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. You... Icky person right here. Icky. Icky. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? I explained that we talked, and we found the person who was very sussy. So he visited Stone's Throw as well. I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You really helped me look, mister? I nod. Well, Alpha Nod nods. Of course, but first, I must needs finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by the pillow over there. We require but a moment. I love how Alphanot talks. The way he talks is just so calm. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. Ah, a legion of Garleans. An ether-starred primal. Even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yawn in response to the threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources, and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. My smartphone rings. Minra, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in Twelveswood has taken a turn for the worst. I will explain in detail once you arrive. Uh-oh. That's not good. I explained to Alphanot that I am needed, and I must go help. The Twelveswood, then the primal threat she spoke of before, has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixal activity, which means the Sylphs? Go, Minra. You know as well as the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Antedictant that I am grateful for her concern. She needn't fear for my safety. I am more capable of protecting myself. I nod okay. And quest accepted. Alright, cool. So we get to go kill another god. So. If the Sylphs are trying to summon a primal, it was earlier in the first campaign where the Sylphs are like, yeah, we can summon Rama, you know, Lightning Bro, but we decided we don't want to because it's gonna do nothing but pain. We're like, oh, okay, y'all are chill. Just you guys are chill. Don't worry about it. And so we don't get to eat that god. And now we're like, you know, post-game story, and this is a bear. That's a bear. Now we're in the post-game story. Next thing we know, it seems that Rama needs to be yeeted. That's at least my suspicion. But we'll have to see when we get there. We get to kill another god. 'Cause yeah. I am Minra, a god killer. Ooh, I got tea. This one is It smells citrusy. It's very warm. Oh, I know this one. This one I think is Sunny Sea. It is a very citrusy tea. It is yummy. It is delicious. It is yummy and delicious. I had to move my browser window around. And there we go. Let's talk to Minfilia. It is a relief to see you are healthy and hail, Minra. The latest news from Ul'dah was most disturbing. I explained things to Minfilia. Clearly, the only injury Alphinaud suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting, and if you are ready to begin, I'll summon them now. Ba 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 ba. This one. Minfilia wishes discussions of the latest threat to arise in the Black Shroud. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you if it were not urgent. To business then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called their revered guardian, Primal Rama. Oh no. Sorry, they may have? Then it is not certain? The Elder Sitio informs us of the elementals themselves. Murmur of the Lord Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Andectant, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike the more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Rama is reputed to act only in defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if there were any foolish enough to directly anger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. We are not keeping a close watch on the Touched Ones and their movements. If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely would not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. In fact, I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. Uh-oh, Angie Kitty. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papalimo, of course, I could have reported the findings to Minfilia earlier, but there was honestly not much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They've already summoned Ramen once after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came trampling through the forest. And so long as Castrum Oran stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian duty on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folks were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain observation, would have maintained the best policy had it not been sudden influx of strangers in the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent voice in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceived this panic migration, and yet another invasion, and quitting their infancy summoned their god. I had to put into mind the Titan and the Kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved way for Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford a unique opportunity. Minra does her dealings with the Sylphs of Little through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you won't succeed in preventing the untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who have traded the Sylphs with so fruitfully the past achieve not similar success with their patron deity? If Rama can be conceived of our intentions, it made a first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope, which were a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since the time of the immortal. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue with the discussion anon. We must first consult with the nations most affected by Rama's presence. The Elder Seedseo has requested your personal involvement, Minra. Yawn, 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 yawn. Oh, excuse me. I yawned. Elder Seedseo has requested your personal involvement, Minra. Pray to report to Commander Hirloi at the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able. Okay. Steel yourself for the worst. Well, I hope for most people resolution to this matter. Experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord Levin will prove less amicable. In such event, your fellow Scions will, of course, lend you whatever support you require. Alright. Cool. We get to figure out why God is being summoned again. And we get to go yeet God again. Off to New Gridania. To figure out why this God is being summoned again. Ba 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 ba. This game's story is so interesting. There's a lot of like little details in it. Yeah. Oh, look at that cutie. Private Starlight, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause to alarm and unease. Still, my men stand ready for any eventuality. I know none more qualified for you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseo, however, will speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nafika's altar, and the conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. Alright. Speaks with Connie, Seta, and the Lotus Stand. This way? This way. Ba 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 Mama. Do 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 do. Other science have already arrived, madame. May I show you in? Yes. Let us go. Let us go. Alright.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
Oh no.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
So it's a god who just wants to chill.
Blessed
Okay.
you are with the power of the echo.
This feels
You are
suspicious,
one
though.
of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities.
Wow.
Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
I can feel the dishwasher below me. Or not the dishwasher, the garbage disposal below me. Alright, so...
Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
So everyone is scared about Rama's coming. Because it could be a god that can just completely just eat them all. I need to sneeze. Oh no. I need to sneeze. Well, excuse me. Hi. I've been very sneezy as of late. It almost feels like every stream I sneeze. How many times have I sneezed as of late? Wait. There's fireworks. Why are there fireworks? Hold up. I need to figure out why there are fireworks happening. Why are there fireworks? Huh? Why are there fire? Okay, you know, we're gonna go to the other part of Gridania. Why are there fire? Huh. Whoa. Why are there fireworks happening? I Hold on. Let's see here. 14 Gridania fireworks? This is so pretty. But why are there fireworks? You know what? Hold on. I'm curious. Maybe there's like a maybe on like the blog or something that I don't actually read, or like that they maybe not. I don't know. Let's see here. Wait, so hold on. Moonfire Fair is feeling hot, hot, hot. Greetings. Okay. Is that it? Speak with Muyaru. There's an event. Oh, it's a seasonal event over in Limsa Samosa. Okay. I gotta see this. My curiosity is pushing me to check this out. Also, I was given a giant plate of fruit. Oranges, apples, banana. Yummy. Yeah, there's fireworks over here, too. Interesting. 11-5, 13-8. This way? The upper decks. Am I going the right way? Okay, I am. That's interesting. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Not that way. $11, 5, 13, 8. That's somewhere this way. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's literally a festival. Okay. Unseasonable chills. Moyaru will stop at nothing to see you enjoy the seasonal festival to its fullest. Welcome, my adventuring friend. Come to enjoy the Moonfire Fair festivities, have you? I promise you in for a scorchingly, swelteringly good time. As you may have very well know, the fair is storied in tradition that in recent years have served to promote the efforts of Adventures Guild on behalf of our Erosians everywhere. Once again, we have got a piping hot plate full of exciting activities for one and for all. This year, we have been tasked by the none over Master Gagerju, our ever great generous patron of the event, with creating the ultimate icy dessert to stave off the heat. We'd more than welcome the aid of a skilled adventurer like yourself, and needless to say, we're reward you with your efforts. If you'd be willing to lend a hand, simply hop over to Costa del Sol to speak to my colleague, Ermaga. Okay. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do the seasonal event quest thingy. Let's see what cute thing we get as I eat this orange. I'm going the right way, right? I am. Okay. There's so many people here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so many people here. This is insane. Welcome, friend. I hope you enjoy the festy. Wait a minute. That's adventurer's garb, if I ever saw one. Did Mayaru send your help with our confectionery challenge? I guess so. And how glad I am to hear it. God's honest truth, we're in a bit of a bind here. You see, though we have been tasked for making a most delightfully frosty dessert, we're suffering the lack of all-important ingredient, ice. The shipment is supposed to come bells ago, but word has been held by some disturbance in the area. Might you be so kind to check with the associate Pobiano to see if he knows anything further? She should be just east of there, over the beach. There's so many people here. It's kind of crazy. I wave hello. She looks at me weird. I tell her that she's looking, apparently that the ice is missing and wondering where the ice is. Oh gosh. To be honest, the situation is quite something of a complicated one. As you may have heard, for this year's festivities, Master Gigerju has imposed us a rather daunting task, preparing the finest frozen dessert the realm has ever seen. He promised that he would not spare a single guild to see this deed done, so we decided to enlist the services of one realm's most prominent conventioners. And all is well and good to this point, yes? As it turns out, this confectioner was a hopeless perfectionist, insisting that only the finest sights in all of Eorzea would have been served to creation. She hopped on the next vessel to the northern seas. Oh no. And that's the last we saw of her. But it's not like I fear for her life, mind you. Pardon the pun, but she's one tough cookie. Ha 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 ha. Cookie. Cookie. That said, the festivities are all but upon us, if she doesn't make it back soon. Ye gads, that poor girl's drowning out there. Oh no. Oh no. Glub, glub, glub. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's not good. That garb. Yes, it's her, Minra. That's Nekeke, the self-shamed confectioner of whom I just spoke. We must help her at once. Uh-oh. The candy maker's almost drowned. That's not good. I hope she didn't just try to go swim out to the to where all the ice is. Well, let's see. Come on. There we go. Will she be alright now? In any event, I'll leave her to your capable hands. Okay. No, she's actually... Okay, she survived. Ugh. Oh, Nekeke, you've come back to us. Thank the gods. Fobano, is that you? Why? I'm back in Costa del Sol. You are indeed. However, whatever happened to you out there? You were swept away. Were you swept away in a storm, tossed from your boat by some eldritch horror from the depths of the sea? That's a good question. I fear my memory is still hazy. As I remember, we sailed off to the northern seas, where after braving elements and some vicious fiends set on making a meal of me, I've secured and procuring the most pristine ice I've ever laid my eyes upon. We began the journey back, but just as we were approaching Costa del Sol, it's no use. The only thing I remember is our vessel capsizing, and my body being flung from the desk with my hard-won supply of ice. But at least I made it back in one piece, and I have you and your friend here to thank for that, Poblano. I'm gonna call her Poblano. Bear. Just bears here. Oh, my dearest friends, you two have survived the shipwreck. Why, I couldn't be happier. Gal! These creatures, are your friends? Aren't they lovely? We met one on the Isles up north. I shared one of my treats with them, and next thing you know, they are following me everywhere. They're gentle and strong, and the most perfect companion, really. Alright, that's enough for a touching reunion. My precious ice is scattered all about the place. Go around and bring it here, on the double, now. Gal! Frosty fluff balls. Bears. Yay! Well, would you look at that? They're quite clever, aren't they? Oh, my lucky day. The seals are intact. The ice inside is undamaged and unmelted. That means only one potential rub remains. A rub. There's just a shark here. Hi, shark. Bye, shark. A rub? What rub is it? I like back rubs. Yes, a matter of fact, the ICC is everything I hoped it would be, which is why it was rather my charge, and later when I discovered that a dreadful fiend slumbered in a rather large chunk of ice I'd loaded onto our Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's something living inside the ice. Yes, it's coming back to me now. As we neared Costa del Sol, with the balmy winds drifting, I heard a dreadful rumbling coming from the cargo hold. As I rushed down to investigate, I only see the fearsome creature. It appeared rather perturbed by the heat, and it suddenly began to swell larger and larger and larger until... boom! Uh-oh. It would appear my own carelessness was the cause of this unfortunate incident. Fortunately, my furry companions and I have survived the shipwreck. The shipwreck, as is my stock of purest ice. And yet, I fear that the fiend will be back, in search of the icy home I so unceremoniously stole from him. Whatever am I to do? I'll just poke it until it dies. I have a stick. Have no fear, my dear Nekeke. In fairs over the years, my friends and I have fought over bombards he could shake a stick at. Why, Barnbard Buster could be my middle name. Now let's go to apprise Hermeka in the situation. Surely he'll have an idea as how he could deal with the menace and kick the festivities off with a bang. Will it be a literal bang with an explosion? Now that's a real question. There's so many people here, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. There we go. Ah, Minra. I was wondering to hear back from you from Poblano. And I see our for confectioners join you on your as well. Pray tell, how well did you fare? I tell them. Well, she tells him that, like, there was a bomb hiding in the ice. Oh dear. So the ice has been safely procured. The blustery bombard of behemoth-like proportions has been procured alongside it. No doubt has something to do with the panic screams I heard coming from the beach. But not to worry. After all, was it the Moonfire Fair is, if not a season for blasting ill-tempered, hot-headed balloons out of the air? As I know, just the person to assist us on the invert. Just a moment now. Say no more, Master Hermega. I stand ever ready, my friends. Who goes there? Who is that? Oh my gosh. Standing there with the JoJo pose, with her stand. Thraki says, surely I've heard the tales of Thraki, brave leader of the bombardiers and bane of bombards in the realm over. Or perhaps you haven't. But no matter. Pray rest assured that I and my companions will see safely return to your beaches. Bombardier researcher. Bagu has come to save the day. And he thought he brought his fun toys. Trinkets, trifles, toys. Oh yes! Bagu has brought his toys and that go boom. Oh my gosh. Raful Tia. I am Raful Tia. I'm a new on this adventuring business. But I promise you, while I lack in experience of, I make up for in pluck. Pluck, spirit, and determination. Oh, okay. This whole mess was my fault, and so many have come to my aid. However can I ever repair you? Nonsense, my dear. The ice you brought was at our behest, and all will be forgiven. When you fashion us the most delightfully frosty dessert, Master Gurguju has ever lighted your eyes on. Besides, the exploits of the bombard-busting adventurers are sure to bring even more good I can't talk. Oh gosh, excuse me. The exploits of bomb-bustling adventurers are sure to bring more publicity to the guild. That settles it then. Let's go out there and show our oversized ball of ice that the endless Isle of Endless Summer is no place for us ilk. Yay. The fate. Blizzards of Bombards can only accept as a disciple of war or magic. Okay. So I guess we're going over here now. Bear. Bear. Oh, excuse me. We're in the right area. Oh, okay. Quest journal. Uh... Oh my gosh. Ow! There we go. A fairy voucher. Currency minted and distributed among the Adventurers Guild for during the Moonfire Fair. Okay. Okay. Report to Nekeke. Where is Nekeke? I can't find them. Oh no. Hi. Oh gosh. I can't get in there. There we go. Oh gosh. So many people in one location. It was so hard to actually click her. It was like insane. Oh gosh, excuse me. Hi. I've been munching on this orange. Ah. That look of release and supreme satisfaction on your faces. Am I just surprised that you've succeeded in driving off the most baleful bombard? Indeed. And we scarcely broke a sweat in doing that. Isn't that right, Poblano? Oh gosh, excuse me, hi. Quite so, my friend, though I dare say it wouldn't have been nearly so easy without Minra at our side. I can't thank you enough, my friend. Drink some tea. I blush because I helped. And they're singing me praise. And yet, must remain ever vigilant, for there's no telling when the dread of the creature's friends may return to seek their revenge. And in the event, the Isle of Endless Summer is safe for now, and that's what matters most. You're all heroes, all of you. Yay. And, well, it's all as well as that ends well, I say. And with that, I say it's time we retrieved our supplies from the beach. Alright. Splendid. Just you wait, my friends. Nekeke is going to prepare the most marvelous dessert this realm has ever seen. Yay, I'm excited. Sneasel event. Quest completed. Did I do it? I guess I did it, yeah. So, I saw a vendor over here. We're not open shop just yet, okay. How do I get my bear? Everyone has bears. Also, I found a level 90 weapon coffer. Okay. Well. I don't need this. How do I get a bear? Everyone has bears. I'm looking at this now, but it says event reward, polar bear. Oh, right there. Okay, there's more. A treat to beat the heat. Alright, let's go. Oh, Minra, I can't thank you enough. Were it not for you, I've been busy running for my life, thinking of Master Juice dessert. But all's well that ends well. I can finally get down to what I brought. You're here to do. I promise you. I'll be done before you know it. So why don't you, Poblano, entertain yourselves for the time being? And while you're at it, perhaps you could call Master Gurjuju as well. I'm sure he's more eager to see the masterpiece take form. Alright. This away. Speak with people. Ah, Minra. Truly impressive the way you chased off that bombard. Why, one would never imagine you was taking part in the festivities. Thanks to you, I think we'd safely say the guild's put on another impressive show this year. It's only a matter of time before the halls are overflowing with aspiring adventurers. Talk about making the best of a bad situation. Speaking of which, I heard Nekika is nigh done with her delightful creation. I don't know about you, but most of these are going to taste it myself. Believe it or not, I have something of a sweet tooth. There's Poblano. Ah, Minra, again, I thank you for the efforts to helping dispatch the bombards. To think that such a calamity will befall us the eve of the festivities, but pray don't be too hard on Nekike. She's only meant to please, as she only has. Oh, in all confusion, I forgot to mention it. She's actually a childhood friend of mine. We used to play together by the shore, and one day we were set upon by a vicious monster. We thought we were done for. We were saved by the nick of time by a kindly adventurer who swiftly dispatched the speech and whisked away us so safely. That's when I vowed that one day I'd serve the guild and repay my debt to the brave soul who rescued me. While Nikike was a genius to the kitchen since she was just a girl, she chose the path of cerulean hopes and filling the bellies of adventurers all over with nourishing and toothsome snacks. In the end, she found her calling making sweets, as opposed to sort of healthy meals you and I might favor. That's why they're fitting for her. She's always had an independent streak after all. In any event, she's positively overjoyed that her latest creation will be presented front and center at the fair, for all adventurers all over to enjoy. More than anything, I'm glad she's back with us, safe and sound. Yay. Way over there. Ooh, boo. This is so cute. I love it. Up here? No. Down here? Oh, there you are. Oh, isn't it the ever so resourceful, ever so forgiving adventurer who so ergonomically tasked to gather ingredients for a banquet? I explain about stuff. What's this you say? The fiends have been dispatched, and my prized dessert is ready for tasting? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Yay. Ma. Is another fate happening? I might consider doing it again, because that was actually kind of fun. Let's see here. Oh, it's you. You couldn't have come at a better time. I was just putting the finishing touches on my masterpiece. Pray wait just a moment, won't you? Ooh, a masterpiece. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Adventurers, Eorzeans, fairgoers, friends! I am most proud to present my latest creation. I call it Costa del Helio. And I promise you, that will please your tongue even more than it does your eyes. Yay! And to make sure it doesn't melt, all as well as well as to help keep you cool amidst the scorching heat, I leave you all with the present of my furry friends. Gal. Oh, that's adorable. Ah, Minra. Well, did my dessert agree with you? After all the trouble I put you through, one can only hope so. It was simply sublime. Wow, that's a relief to hear. If it provided you with true refreshment after all your travails, why, as a confessor of the culinarian, nothing would make me happier. Speaking of which, I had meant to tell you, ever since you chased off those bombers, my little friend here has been able to take your eyes off you. Just look at her face, as if she's saying, "Oh, misadventure, what I wouldn't give to join you on your travels." Aww. That's adorable. I get a bear. Oh, truly. How kind are you? She'll be most wonderful company on the road. I promise you that. And with that, I must get back to the kitchen. After all, adventurers from all corners of the realm has come to taste my latest Grace creation. Until we meet again, happy Moonfire Fair to you. Oh, yay. That was so wholesome. I have a bear. That was, like, genuinely very wholesome and I loved it. Thanks to your efforts, peace is returned to the beasts of Costa del Sol, and festivities can commence in earnest, and that is, until the bomber menace rears its ugly head. You may now purchase wares from Moonfire Fair Vendor, participate in fate appearing at the southeast region of Fairgrounds to earn vouchers that can be changed for goods. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to the vendors, see what they have. Okay. I want... And I want the grilled corn. This was so cute. So, how do I get my bear? I can now summon the polar bear. Bear. I have bear. Bear. I have a bear. I have a bear and they can... It's a flying bear. This is so cute. It flies. The bear flies. I'm currently tweeting this. So yeah, that was cute. I should really organize all of my inventory. Oops, wrong button. It's just simple as pressing the button to summon bear. Bear. Alright, so let's actually continue with the story, I guess. Where are we going? The Lord of Levin at the Hawthorne Hut. So that was really cute. That was really cute. I loved it. Just casual flying bear. Ah, right. So now we go figure out why Ramu is being pain. Private Starlight, I was told to expect you. I understand. You go to treat with the primal Ramu himself. Inevitable task, but one for I've no doubt you are well suited. I've been told that your fellow scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, and that we may ascertain the location where Lord Lord of Levin may be found. I would ask you to abide here until they return with their findings. Sure, this one. Servant Lieutenant looks about, seemingly awaiting a visitor. I was told that a messenger would be soon set to your fellow scions. Finish investigation. I do not imagine it'd be much longer. Oh, it's a cabbage. This one returns, then returns with good things. Wise one have finished searching, and wise ones identify precise location where the touched ones summoned Lord Ramu. Oh, I remember now, the purple cabbages. The green ones are the chill ones. The purple ones are the ones that summoned Lightning God. I remember. Oh my gosh, okay. Your time is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind to escort this good woman to her fellow scions? This one's pleasure. Wait, it'd be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please come with this one. Quest accepted. I will follow you with my bear. Flying bear, away! Place is really pretty, by the way. It's so purple and ominous here. Wise ones have ventured deep within Sylphlands. These ones must proceed carefully and proceed eye out for touched ones. The big foggy. Big foggy. Wait, what's this? Oh, okay, I see. This one most sorry, but this one can't go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramu, and this may return to me nasty touched ones. And this one say farewell for now. Walking one will find wise ones not far from your south. Go in safely, walking one. Okay. Hey look, it's Papa Limo and the others. So it's actually you. I'm relieved. For a moment I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. I swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite an ordeal. You should have seen the look on Ishtola's face when the one impersonating you showed up. That's quite enough, Papa Limo. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I've finished measuring the etheric activity in the area. I'm pleased to say that I've reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit that Rama was called forth in the vicinity of the Stos Aetherite. Come, Minra, the Lord of Levin awaits. This away. Hey, look at that, it's Netherite. Purple cabbage. I want okonomiyaki. I want okonomiyaki now. That sounds really good, actually.
Minra betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Ooh. Scary. He ate a lot of AA batteries, I can tell.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. Nay, what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus
It's just an angry old boomer.
for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just.
Ramu is just an angry old boomer.
It matters
Look at that beard!
intent of one excuseth not
You could,
the misdeeds
you
of
could,
the other.
you could safely live inside of it.
Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. For light and dark given form when man was born. It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play
Look
the
at that
role.
beard.
Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Well now.
Urianger,
It is rare indeed to find you so far from at home.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye.
Oh, excuse me.
Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
So, Ramu basically just said, yo, I'll calm down and just get out of here if y'all kill me. It's like, that's cool by me. Why you're making me crave something I can't get? Oh no. I want okonomiyaki now. Oh, excuse me. Maybe after this stream, I might grab okonomiyaki. I might make okonomiyaki, actually. I'll have, it'd be a modified recipe because I don't actually have some of the things needed for it. But I could make okonomiyaki. Yeah. Okay. Well, we get to go yeet Ramu. The striking tree. Oh, excuse me. After forging deep into the Sylphlands, you meet with the intimidating guardian deity of the Sylphs, the primal Ramu. But before he'll consider your proposal of peace, the Lord Levin demands he prove his possessed strength required to repel the Empire from the Twelveswood. The thunderous entity vanishes in blinding flash, leaving the words to challenge your echoing ears. Enter Primal's domain, prepared to be measured beyond the scales of battle. Why are you taunting me by eating my favorite Japanese? I'm sorry, Patty. I love okonomiyaki and I might eat it after. I have a really good recipe. And in fact, I might actually, what I'm probably gonna actually do is, experiment with this okonomiyaki recipe, actually. And instead of it being like, you know, I'm probably gonna experiment with this recipe and try cooking it slightly different than how normally I would do it. Meanie Minnie, I'm sorry, I'm not a meanie. I just really like okonomiyaki. I just really like okonomiyaki. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Oh. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna queue up for this, I'm gonna use the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, I come back and I come chanting the song of okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki, okonomiyaki, Okonomiyaki. 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 Okonomiyaki is yummy. Okonomiyaki is yummy. I want some right now and stuff into my face hole. Yeah. Oh gosh, okonomiyaki sounds so good right now. Ah. Where do I want to go? Oh, excuse me. You know, let's go chill in Gridania for a bit. I wish I could bonk you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. All right. All right. There's nothing going on here in Gridania now. So, at this point, we're just waiting, you know? Wow. I'm floating on midair. Okay, so while we're waiting for the queue for that, let's go find some people to play Triple Triad with. I wish I could bonk you. I'm sorry. I'll do it for you. I will do it for you, Patty. I will create a glow stick, and I will bonk myself with the glow stick for you. Bonk, bonk. Ow! Stop bonking me! Patty, stop bonking me! You're being rude. Oh, hey, look, it started. Alright. Shall we? Let's go yeet Ramu. Alright. There's Big Boy Ramu right there. Alright. Let's go! Oh, ow. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Ow. don't... I see these blue orbs around here. Alright. Okay. Oh, I don't... Ow! Okay. I have no idea what's happening. Wait, I have a crosshair on me. Uh-oh. Terror. Frozen and unable to do anything. Okay. Oh, I love this song. This is good music. And we did it! Oh my gosh, we did it! That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. That was a fun battle.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered It shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. Witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Asians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
That was good. That was a really fun fight. Go ahead and fly over to... Yeah, turn this quest in. So that was fun. That was a fun fight. I really love good boss battles like that. There's a fate going on. I'm okay. Private Starlight, you have returned. Dare I ask how Rama received your visit? I poked him and he said like, yo, he said, yo, you guys are chill enough. We're just not gonna bother you anymore. He challenged you to a test of arms? It is well then, you have some experience in such matters. Peoples of Gridani and Little Sauce are relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the Forest Champion of Peace. Ye have performed monumental duty this day for Private Starlight. The Elder Cetio must be informed of your deeds at once. What little gods are made of? The Super Lieutenant is ready to send you on your way. Elder Cetio will wish you to hear your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make directly to the Lotus Stand. The conjurer at Nafika's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well, Private Starlight. Yeah. Fate completed. I helped. I wonder what song they're playing. Well, we're gonna go to the one place. Can I destroy you in triple triad? Let's see. Yay, I win! Oh, no rematch. Here we go. So that was fun. Bonking Ramu was fun. could do some dailies though. Na 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 na. What's happening here? Okay. Okay. Oh. Right, okay, it's just that fate. Okay, good to know. Those fireworks are so pretty. Do 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 do. All right.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell? Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartagena, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Redania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done.
Yeah, you're welcome. We do hard work to save the realm.
Aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth. Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Huh. Okay. So what's next now? Thus ends another daunting mission, eh, Minra? I hoped Lord Ramu would be persuaded with words alone. But nonetheless, I can only admire the ordinance which you responded with the primal sudden change. Not change, well. Sudden challenge. And it seems that Ranger, too, was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Minra? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. I need a dedicated map button. Timers. Huh. Ooh. Oh yeah, here, let's go Rising Stones. Mordona. So, I was just given a cassette of... I was just given a cassette tape. Like, you know... like VHSs for music. A cassette tape of Euro rave music. This is like my jam. And on a cassette tape is like... That's like... You know me all too well. Ah! Although I do kind of hope there's actually a lossless download in here. Can I open you? How do I open you? I don't know how to open you. I don't know how to open cassette tapes anymore. We've grown so unneeding of the cassette tapes. I forgot how to open them. Let's see. Welcome back, Minra. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Ramu precedes you. I would fain share news of my own, but Orangier's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing you defeat Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with profound insight regarding the nature of the Asian's immortality. Let us assemble. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. All right, let's see. Is this going to be voiced?
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
Good.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Asian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Asians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
Interesting.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Asians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Yashtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Yashtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior. Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material
Oh,
realm die,
rip.
our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Huh. Interesting.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
A purgatory of some sorts.
The Asians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Asians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
That's a very... It's complicated.
Therein lieth
Oh my
Art of
gosh.
victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Asian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
So while Asians are unkillable, we just gotta yeet their souls. And give them a place to not go into. Interesting. Oh, it's Organization 13. No, Mura, I never thought you had a hand in this game. All right, let's go. The Lord of Levin is returned to the ether, as was Leviathan before him. Rama acquaintances was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin. I have now been humbled by the bringer of light. Limitless power potential of man. Heidelin's servant grows mightier by the day. Yet she prospers at a great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times has he mass survived the rejoining, but their souls grown as weak as and wan. Yet, as it inervates, the Endor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. Keyblade? And that task is to which we bend to our every effort. La Habrea. Ooh. Divine seeds are never won't quit into Eorze's futile soul. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hand shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting things are happening. Oh. Wow. That's right. I actually need to, edit my HUD layout a moment, a little bit. That. Like that. Like that. That. Like that. There we go, that should be okay. Anything else I want to modify in here? I can't think of anything else I want to modify here. In fact, you know what I want to do really quickly? Turn on the fan. Let's turn the fan on. Here we go. Alright, let's see here. Anything I want to change here? No, I think we're okay. There's that. Party list. Yeah, that looks good. Minfilia has some correspondence she wishes to share with you. Let's go. Let's figure out this correspondence then. Now, the matter of Rama has, for the present, has been put to rest. There is something I would show you, Minra. It's a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions in particular the names of the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mughal, Mog 12, Leviathan, and now Rama. The Mog was a primal? Huh. Well, I mean, that's true, right? I remember. Needless to say, there's one among our number who has faced them all. And that's me. Although these words of gratitude were tested just to the Order as a whole, I feel they were meant for you above all others. I, too, must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you've done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Minra. Eorzea is that much safer for your presence. Pray, do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Asians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm, until such time they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on their own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again, and again, and again. And yet, despite all this, your deeds serve a good inspire to the people, to give them a hope for a better tomorrow. And there's no greater good, there's no greater gift. That we have courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible face. We owe no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people have won a chance over our cases is in doing so. Our list of enemies has been ever long, but I think our allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solace who wish not of conflict. Of the Alamegans and the Dormans who stand with us, determined to halt the dread of the march of the Empire. And there is said, and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of the ancient Alag, that way may be spared the horror of another ultimate weapon. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Asians, and to combat it we shall. Oh. Your enthusiasm is heartwarming and tech-and given our embarrassing worth of allies, I trust it's not inconvenient you to unduly if I absent myself for a time. Oh, it's Alphanod. Alphanod, I take the troubles of Newell Daw no longer require your attention. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such I stand before ye now. That, and to speak of considering how the new organization we discussed. I have a message to you from Elle. You recall the refugee girl, the ones whose parents went missing? They are found unharmed. She wishes to pass her things on to you. Oh, that's wonderful. Why, Alphonod, am I to understand you made effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Minra, you've been away from Emerald's Toll for some time now. I believe I might suggest you to put affairs of the realm to one side for now and take a moment opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town. Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired to you as your whereabouts. Yozan was his name. I believe he has a small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Yozan, that name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. Speak with Yozan. Oh my gosh, I remember you. Vaguely. I remember you vaguely. Look, it's Miss Minra. She's back from her adventures. We heard you were all fighting primals, and they could be some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyways, we want to be heroes too. You finally formed our own guild. Our own Dorman Adventures Guild to protect all of Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Minra? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals? Oh my gosh. What's all this commotion then? Oh my gosh. Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coultonet. Do you know that Miss Minra's back? I never met these guys, but sure. It would seem. Welcome home, Minra. My companion and I have recently become full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I'm known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coulternet. Though we've largely remained unproven as adventurers, we have taken upon ourselves to instruct the Doman's younglings in the art of combat. Ugh, I told you, Mr. Boulder, we aren't younglings anymore. We are adventurers. That's up for Anakin to decide if you're younglings or not. I'm sorry, that's awful. Oh gosh, it's awful. And yet we were asking Miss Minra if she could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hop monsters alongside her, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordor are slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Minra? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Hooray! If you didn't know better, and I do, I'd say you're merely seeking to test yourself against the legend. Ha 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 ha! Mayhaps I am, but what matters is the motives when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson. What say you, Minra? Would you consent to spar with me? I nod in agreement. And poke him with my stick. Hurrah! We're gonna have a tournament! Come on, everyone, we must prepare our gear for an outing. Alright. Do not try to disappoint them, Have faith, Coultonet. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. The fields of the east should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Ooh. So I'm gonna spar with this big bro. Alright, let's go sparring. Oh, I'm really craving okonomiyaki now. If I could go to Japantown right now and get some good okonomiyaki, that would be so good right now. But maybe later. Maybe later. Aha! 'Twas good of you to agree to this, Minra. I trust you're ready to begin? Yeah, I'm ready to go poke. Very well. Let's not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Ahem. Hooray. Are you certain you wish to fight her alone? This is Minra you face. Yeah, I am Minra. I am the one and only Minra. Feared, maybe not feared, all across Eorzea. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt a first round unaided. After all, 'twas the hero's legend that led me to join the Silence to begin with. Without Minra to inspire my efforts, I would not become half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made. But remember, this is for children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear that the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello? You haven't begun, have you? Oh! It's Papalimo. Not Papalimo. Ida and Thancred. What? Ida? What? Who are all these people? It's Thancred and Ida. When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find that you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, there are quite more to come. When I mentioned Minra's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems to be sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your begrudgingly reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder. We'll soon see. On your guard. Alright. Let me get some water really quickly. Oh. Was that it? Was that it? Are we doing more? Okay. Oh. This Minra is so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder. Can't disappoint the younglings. That was easy. You have bested me. I yield. Gasp. That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time. We knew you couldn't lose, Minra. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I have much work to do if I ever attempt the same. Yay, we did it. Impressive as always, Minra. 'Tis a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And by judging the smiles on these many faces, they do too. Appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Ah, yes, that's a must-fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas a memorial service to the Battle of Cartanal. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand the land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why my grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expanded towards the solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and child people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I could not have been surprised if I had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the other order he proposed to enforce. Still, the goddess' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties of sorts. Were it not for a desire to choose to continue my grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate a long time ago. The threats were too many, and the nations were too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. Oh. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though, he never put such feelings into words. I believe grandfather's admiration was inextinguishable. Courage grew into a fervorous wish. A wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I, too, will endeavor to take up the mantle of the Guardian Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the silence of the seventh dawn alone. No, what it is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter schemes of Ascians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue discussion back to the walls of the Rising Stones. Oh. Interesting. A new organization. Interesting. Wait a minute. Hold up, I just saw something. Holy sheet. Holy sheet. Holy sheet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now that's a name. Holy sheet. It's technically not cursing. I'm still say so because I haven't said any bad words. It's not cursing because his name isn't in a curse. It's just a holy sheet. Like a very holy sheet. Yeah. Thank you for coming, Minra. The world shifts and alters, and me, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization. A group that shall pave a way for a truly united Eorzea. Sure. Pray forgive me if I ever tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Ever since the advent of the seventh astral era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring desperate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. The realm-wide Grand Company, if you will, the military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against the threats that no single nation could hope overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical nation is undisputed, the logistics of the formation have become the source of endless debate. The longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards the unification draining away. Thus, I've been campaigning for the creation of what might be called as a trial company. Huh. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards the unification draining away. Thus, I've been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be a much smaller scale than we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manager of unrestricted operation according to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of Antectant. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself has witnessed, with the refugees' revolt, there are limitations what we can achieve. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we shall be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or taxing your formidable talents. The goals of this proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, the point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing the precursor to the true border, spanning Grand Company, 'tis yet necessarily that I visit three leaders to gain their official approval. A tiresome, time-consuming task, which is why I would ask you for your company on the journey, and tend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members alright. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring to know that the bringer of light and her disconcerting eye will be selecting our future allies. Our destination will be Limsa Lamosa. Let's rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Alright. Fun. Let's see here. I feel like I've heard that song before. But let's go and create this new group that Alpha Nod wants. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Belosifwin. When the Admiral and I are finalizing permissive boundaries and signing the parchments, I'd have you begin recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who have otherwise remained ignorant of the opportunity. As for provincial members, 'tis no matter they should be pledged to another institution, and they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range to the countryside. The upper decks are our own popular sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you're satisfied with recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter where we might prepare the next leg of our journey. Okay. Upper decks. Not that way. There we go. Sure. This way. Let's see here. Here, and there. Okay, so we're gonna go right first. Yeah, this way. I like this game. It's just so nice. So cozy and so relaxing. Real. Well, if it ain't Minra, I'd not forget a brave venturer enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut to Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Real, don't ye? Formerly old company of heroes? 3 whistles at the Bronze Lake? Aye. If it ain't off I'd drag me Urs out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm glad I did. How fare ye these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work, huh? Sounds like the right lark does. Alrighty, lass, count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into their grave just yet. Do 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 do. Woo 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 woo. Yeah. Oh, what time is it? Streaming is currently 3 hours. Currently, 2. Okay, that's not too bad. This way. Yeah, here we go. A precursor to United Aeon's grand company. Well, I do admire the scope of your ambition. My responses here at Naldik and Vimels keep me close to the forge. I do not have the time to traipsing hither. yawn across the realm. Should you require my skills in armor, however, I'd be willing to accept some special commissions. Alright. There's like a party going on, so adorable. Yeah, this way. Eh? Who in the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I am a pirate, not some sodden like and some shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking at, Dandy Carvalian's door. Oh, okay. Aha. Marauders Guild. Let us fast travel to the Marauders Guild. Here we go. Ah, good old water. Yum, 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 yum. Rainer. Master Alpha nods to organization. Yes, I heard the formation of this trial company he was offering. 'Tis with regret, however, I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Lamosa must receive my full attention. Okay. It's like no one wants to do anything fun. That's okay. An organization with the freedom to operate in territorial impunity? I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens will know that there's time to act and time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into latter category. Alright, cool. Time to go to the airship landing. Oh. There it is. There you are. Minra, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious how many proposals was enough to receive the Rutherford folk of Limsa. The member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest? Astonishing. I knew listing your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such elusive character. I, too, was successful in my task. The Emerald consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit to the Elder Cecil proves smoothly. Pray to continue to Gridani on your own. At your own pace. I shall wait at Nafika's altar. Time to go to Gridania. You know, this'll be cheaper. This'll just be infinitely cheaper. I don't feel like spending so much money. Mama. Do. Alphinaud says, audience of the HC series due to commence momentarily. I'd be grateful if you would seek task recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem well potential candidates run dry, let's rendezvous at the yeah, like before. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You know, I could actually be singing Bloody Stream instead of just doing it. Bloody Stream Hilarics. Where are you? There you are. Laurentius. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Eh? To be don't remember? Is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler, a regular patron at Buscaron's. I don't remember. Laurentius, it was I selling maps and supplies to the Garleans. Before you and those red-bellied poachers mopped the floors for with my erstwhile employers. Here now, how many criminals have you dealt with at my nearest tail? Besides recognition. Less said my past is better, I suppose. What have you adventure? What brings you business part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? What is your policy of reformed convicts? As matters stand, the wood whalers would have not more to do with me. This may be my second chance I was looking for. Redvin's told you, say, I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this. I promise you, I'm a changed man. Oh, okay. Shijima no soko kara Mazeyo sono hirashashi de Toki wo koe Shinku no Shishiyo ga Tachigaru yuki wo Hikai waseru Uteki yukai wo Sadame wo yobura wa Hohoemu mede Tsugi no te wo. We shall continue singing after this person. Grandfather, you must call the day. Let us return to the guild and rest here. Your tormented back gives up for you for good. Terribly solemnly, we were just... Oh, Minra! It is Minra, isn't it? It's been some time since I passed across the side to Copperbell Mines. Why, you're barely more than a novice adventurer then. But look how far you've come. Mother Minone tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of your new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it! This is the very thing I've spent my life adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company, just as I've seen the Elster safely home. Yay. Alright. Where were we? Alright. Yami azamuite satsuwa kawashaite yaibashu e nuke yatsuwa no suki wa suke tsu nanuita omoi ga mirai wo hiraku. Like a bloody storm, Letsuku like a bloody stone. Katsume yuki ni kazumeta inani. Ukigaru kine hiku koido kizunai. Nigire shimete. I love that JoJo opening. I just started singing it out of randomness because I love it. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, your mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years there remain me, and bear responsibility for the evil my lady brought upon this land. Alright. Let's see here. Ba 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 ba. Pulling up the first JoJo opening, because I like that one. That one's fun to sing sometimes. Sono chino sarame Jojo 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 do 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 do. You know, I actually do miss watching Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency. 'Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds have some promise, but duties appear less focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Okay. Airship landing. You look funny. You look funny. Their name was You Look Funny. And they had Josuke hair. That's adorable. I love it. Oh, there you are. What news, Minra? For my part, Elder Seeds was most admirable to our requirements. A former rude wielder, a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack variety. That is certain. And an interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah? While the iron is hot, let's meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Alright. Sora koboru no chicha Fututsu no shushi ga Hikari to Yayame minamo Sukayuku deri yutku Yakuyo ni kanasu hamon Ba 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 ma 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 Na 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 Hikoiro michi wo Yakumono de taiyo no Michikabi wo Yabo no hate wo Mezatsu mono ni Ikinie wo. You know what looks really good? The Stone Ocean trailers that dropped earlier. They are exciting. I cannot wait. I want to read the manga so badly, but Stone Ocean, like JoJo as an anime, as I always thought was so fun to watch as an anime. The music, the animation, it's so good. All right. Ul'dah, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us. That is, the final leg proves to be successful as the previous two. Might I suggest ascending to the lower level and beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think Setona will take kindly as far as approaching from her personal guard. Let's meet back here at the promenade when our prospective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Minra. Wee. Alright. Urero hoto kokoro mo tetsuku to utsu atsuku. Sono te kara hanate kodo. Makarada mineku yuki de. Mayo nika ni kakugo ni kasai wo. Sono chi no sadame. Jojo. Ah, wait. You're the lady who came from Little Alameda looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, the disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and any other outsiders saved us from ourselves. I realized how easy I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself more of a worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions. It'll take me all corners of the realm. That sounds exactly the opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not same stripling you met in Alamigo. I'm prepared myself to fight. No matter to fight the evil I know is out there. Yay, we got another one. Here's a good one. Stand proud. The third JoJo opening. Ah, I love JoJo so much. I love it. So she stardust. Yakunen me no mazami ni yobarete. Otochi ka wa mukau. Toki wo suna wo koeu journey. Kusadari ni no yo suna na karami no karuma hikari datatsu dame. Yeah, look, it's arson. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perhaps? I am Arson, the Church of Saint Adama Ladama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. Also, I must thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on Drybone's less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion, Thadcred? Wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek, then? Your proposed organization sounds powerful for good. My place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Alright. Stand up, so stand up, so stand up. Uchiko Muruwa. Alright now, alright now, alright now. Yukori no Boret. Break you down, break you down, break you down. Kobushi Hanatsu. Sainavi on Justujan proud. Do. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Oh, okay. Let's see here. So no Shino Kyoku lyrics Kyoku. Na. Shinkai Shu I see here, yeah. Shu cheku no chu no obi yasarareta kami kibi no kenshin osore wo shinaru kenkai tsunariku mezasu bosho to wa mara minu sarame chikazu kuru ao kase no toki utsubibu. Oh, I can't sing this one without the actual song behind it. I can't sing it without the actual song. Ugh. Here, but I'll try anyway after this. Landibert. Have you come to tell me the news, soldier? Well, I've already heard it. Seems the savior of Roald Dahl's refugees went and got himself killed. And not by your hand. He was much as a prawns to help his cast-offs he sought to deceive, huh? Well, that's not why you're here? Aye, you'd be surprised what rumors drift down Pearl Lane. I know this glorious new company of yours, and how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. You think you'd be recruiting just for a just cause? Then you're a bigger fool than I took for you. Huh. Interesting. Sintgo. A company that looks to cure the ills of the entire realm. Listen, friend. I can sense bare compliments of But the next stall over led to conundrums of the neighboring nation. Alright. Alright, talk to Nalphanod again. Here we go. Alphanod. Let's see what Alphanod has to say. How fare you, Minra? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? They talk. A single Alamegan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge, nonetheless, and the hopes and inspires the people who were born in no smart part of the victories of yourself have won. Thank you, Minra. I will not squander your precious gift you place into my keeping. These recruits will become a foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, Sultana has graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, documents signed, and the finances secure. There's not to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement? As was I. Thus was the origin of their coin of every contributor carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I prefer not to rely on outside sources at all. But even my family's substantial coffers cannot sustain a venture of this magnitude. And for the rumors and doubts surrounding the enterprise, well, such things such as shall plague us until the company had a chance to prove its worth. It's not an easy process, but we will earn the people's trust, one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should not waste more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone of the United Eorzea. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. A group built on corruption is not what this one's gonna be. Interesting.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the warrior of light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Oh no. Oh no.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Right. Back to the Rising Stones. I'm thinking I might take a break soon. Getting a little sleepy. Getting a little breaky time, I think, soon. Yeah. But let us continue. I think I might do a duty. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, this way. I wasn't even paying attention to where I was supposed to go. Gasp. This is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of our efforts is at hand. I must see the preparations of our inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Minra. I am certain the Antectant will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Alright, actually, I feel like doing that right now. No, actually, you know what? I do feel like taking a break right now. Been playing for about 3.5 hours. Things are a little slow right now in the game. Take a break and stuff. Alright. Well, it was fun. It was a fun stream. Nice, relaxing, quiet. Anyone I could probably raid? Let me see. Mute my stream in here. You know what? Let's go raid Konyasho. Let's go raid Konyasho. Yeah, they're playing Pokemon Unite. So yeah, nice relaxing stream. Thank you all for coming. I think I want to make Final Fantasy Fridays a thing from now on. Or I exclusively play Final Fantasy on Fridays. Of course, throw it in there for more, but really quickly before before the raid starts. My semester starts next week, and I'm gonna have more details of it on my Twitter. But my schedule will drastically change. My timing and everything will drastically change. But I'll still be around, obviously. Still gonna stream and do good stuff. I just wish I could do it every day, you know. Unfortunately, other life duties has to come first, you know. But until then, you know, thank you all for coming. I had a good time. It was relaxing, it was quiet, it was nice. And we made some interesting story stuff. And we did a cool raid. That was a fun battle. But anyways, until then, love you, sweetie pies. I'll see you all later. Let's raid. It's Minra and let's raid.